I'm Mark Saxton,
I'm Joey Cundiff.
and this
It's Code Red Lawson.
And RIP, not really, but to Matt, the Manalist.
the Manalist.
The Manalist.
He started a job. He works about 2 hours away from home. Couldn't make it tonight, but he will be on soon. In his honor, it is time
And it's been that time.
to talk some shit.
Talk some shit, boys.
We're losing cows over here. See that? Is that a blue moon?
It sure is, buddy. They were on sale today.
I don't
Nice.
hate that. I don't hate
Nice.
that pick. Have
You
you
actually why
ever
we got the mix.
you ever put a Valencia orange in it?
I sure have. That's my favorite thing to do with these, actually. Usually I'll pour them in a glass, but
I've never
sometimes
done
I'll just wedge them in there after I take a few
Really,
sips.
dog, it's delightful.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's
New York isn't bad
delicious.
by itself, but I've never
It's
popped an orange. in it.
Delicious. At the bar, they'll give you one, but at home, if you pop one in there, dude, woo, woo.
It's like a Modelo with a lime, huh?
Yeah. It's delightful.
Mm.
Still
Just
delightful.
better.
Just on another level.
It's a little bit
Like
on another
this
level. 'cause
next
It adds that
UFC
sweetness.
card.
Woo, UFC 290 going down tomorrow. And we're fucking hyped for it. Let's go. Where do I start? There's so many fucking good fights. But I think it would be respectful to start with Ruthless Robbie Lawler. It is his retirement fight. He has been in the UFC for so fucking long. I mean, I think I was still in diapers when he started fighting in the cage, dude. I think it was 99 was his first fight. Dude is still slinging, still throwing. We saw him last time against Nick Diaz. And his retirement fight is against Nico the Hybrid Price. And
Go ahead,
you know,
Cody. We're not talking shit, buddy. We're trying to figure something out. We have a pop quiz.
no, you're good. I'm rolling.
Don't
I'm
talk
rolling.
over me again. Kidding, pussy.
Watch yourself, Joey. Okay.
Like
Okay?
who? Like who should
How-
watch himself?
How dare you interrupt when I'm trying to give respect to the man, Ruthless Robbie Lawler? All right. How do you not remember that hanging lip with against
Everybody.
fucking Rory McDonald? Come on.
Everybody.
That shit was gruesome. That was one of the greatest fights of all time in the cage. And his career will come to an end Saturday night against Nico the Hybrid Price. You know, my heart is going with Robbie on this one, but my mind is going with Nico. So I got to go with Nico. Robbie's the old guy. Nico's, not young himself, but looked a little bit more fresh. His last few fights, fought some younger guys. I mean, Robbie fought an old, tired Nick Diaz his last fight. We all saw that. It was a little depressing. But, got to go with Nico on my pick. I hope there's no winner in this fight, in my opinion. I would love to see Robbie Lawler go out and get a win on his last fight. But you see a lot of times these guys, they already got a whole foot out the door. When they say it's their last fight, it usually doesn't go their way. So, Nico is the smart pick on that one. But I hope Robbie gets it done. I hope Robbie fucking ends on a win. That would be awesome. So let's move on to the first.
So hold on. If you were betting, man, you betting on Nico the Hybrid.
Yeah, Nico the Hybrid Price. That's the smart bet. That is the smart bet. As much as I want Robbie to win. My heart is going out to Robbie, but my wallet is going out to Nico. No, as much as I fucking love Robbie Lawler, dude's a fucking champ, fucking vet, champion in multiple fucking organizations, including the UFC. Yeah. Now, the biggest favorite and the biggest dog ever in a UFC fight, taking it on short notice. Val Woodburn coming in at a very short notice to fight Bo Nickel. Dude.
Bo for the win? Via
Dude.
submission. Lock it in.
Now,
that is my first collar lock of the week.
First round. Get that first round submission so you can multiply those odds. But guess what, Joey? I'm a fucking bet man. You know that, Mark. You know I love the fucking dog.
Oh, you got
I
you.
got in. He's currently at a plus 1100. I got in as soon as he came in at plus 1300. I just threw $5 on it. But guess what?
You
$5
got you.
pays out $70. He could land a punch. Every fight starts on the feet. Now, I would never throw that on a parlay. That's stupid. Because Bo Nicholas showed how fucking dominant he can be and how quick he can fucking take people to the mat, choke them out. He's got heavy hands as well. Val has really only showed his heavy hands, and he's had some good defense, but Bo Nickel is the smart lock on this one for sure.
Okay.
But hey, if you got $5 to burn, maybe
Why
throw
not?
it in on Val.
Why
You'll
not?
happen.
probably only
It could
win
happen.
50 or 50 cents. Yeah, like 50 cents, but
Oh, 50 cents on fucking Bo. Yeah, dude, you gotta bet like $1,000 to win like fucking $100
you know
or
what the
some
line
shit
is
like
off
that.
the top of your head?
The line is currently Bo Nickel is minus 2,500, the
Yeah.
biggest favorite of UFC history.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in combat sports history. That is insane. I could be wrong on the combat sports
No,
and the
no, I
boxing
think
and everything.
I think
That-
Jake Paul has been a very favorite, a very heavy favorite in most of his fights.
Not heavier than minus 2,500, Joey. What are you thinking?
Him versus Nate Robinson? Are you kidding me?
Not minus 2,500. It wasn't minus 20. I promise
If anybody bet money on Nate Robinson versus Jake Paul would be ridiculous.
you that. In hindsight, I don't think anyone thought that he was going to starch him like that. But yeah, Bo Nickel is a solid fucking lock. Solid lock on that fight. Now, Jalen the Tarantula Turner versus Dan the Hangman Hooker at lightweight. I love that fight. It's gonna be fucking dope. Jalen Turner coming off that split decision loss to Gamrot. Dude, I had him on my parlay that fight, and he's the only one who lost, and he lost by split decision. I thought he edged it, but I was biased, obviously. But dude, I love Dan. I think Dan's a plus 240 underdog.
And he's man.
I'm going with Dan the man, Dan the Hangman Hooker. Let's fucking go. He's gonna get it done at the dog at plus 240 against Jalen. I mean, that money line is pretty crazy to me.
It's not tall.
Jalen's crafty, but I mean, fuck. Now let's move on to my fucking lock of the night in the middleweight division. And the money line kind of surprises me on this one. I thought it was gonna be way more in Whitaker's favorite. Bobby Knuckles versus Marcus Duplessis for the middleweight contender, the number one contender spot. Who is going to fight Izzy next? Izzy will be taking on whoever wins. And I know we've fought Whitaker twice, but Whitaker
We're getting
is
the
fucking
trilogy.
Whitaker is beating fucking Duplessis. We will see the trilogy of Duplessis and Israel Adesanya. A minus 360. That's a fucking lock. That's a fucking lock of the night for Code Red. We're going Bobby Knuckles at minus 360. Easy fucking lock. Put all your fucking money on it. I told Sam today, if I was a rich
Bet
man,
the mortgage. Bet
I
the
would
mortgage.
fuck the mortgage. I'd throw 20 grand on him to win $5,000. It's the easiest $5,000 I'll ever make, unless he comes out and snaps his fucking leg like Anderson Silva or Chris Weidman. That's the only way he's losing, and I don't want to jinx it.
Funny,
I already did.
Funny you said that. He got into the Hall of Fame today.
Oh, dude, Whitaker did?
No, the Spider.
Oh, Anderson Silva. Finally. Fucking finally. I did see Jose Aldo got in.
Yeah.
That was a very emotional, moving segment. So very happy for those two fellas. But Bobby Knuckles, throw the mortgage, throw your savings, throw it all. It's a fucking lock. It's happening. I don't think I've missed a lock in all of our shows. Just saying.
I'm sure you have. Your code.
A lock though? A lock. Okay, parlays.
Yeah, because if you didn't
parlays,
pussy locks. Our locks will still win you $5. Your locks will win you 2 cents on the dollar.
But last week, Brendan Allen at minus 120.
No,
Come on.
We'll talk about this off stream, but your lock. No, when you were here. I
Oh,
Oh,
thought-
I probably picked a
yeah.
high one. I probably
No,
did. Yeah.
yeah. It was the. I believe it was.
I probably did.
Gilbert.
No. Yeah, no, it wasn't Gilbert Burns. That was not your lock. It was the Korean chick. I cannot remember her name, and she beat.
Oh,
Why
fucking,
am I forgetting this fight?
Jessica Andrade. Jessica
Yes,
Andrade.
yes,
Yeah,
that was your
yeah,
lock.
Yeah.
And
She was an underdog. She was a dog.
and that was your lock.
I don't know. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
we
rewatch.
were outside.
All right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I remember being fucking. I mean, I didn't think she was gonna get her like that. If she was gonna get her. I thought it was gonna be like a war through 15 minutes. I thought it was gonna be a fucking dogfight, not that.
Michael Vick event.
I thought she was. I didn't think she was gonna drown her ass in a bucket. Holy shit. All right.
While we're
going on to
talking about dogs, I'd like to give a shout out. Fuck the city of Holbrook. Starting Waco. Go ahead, Cody. That's just for them. I'm sending that to them.
Okay. Fair enough. Hey, every time I go to Holbrook, I
Waco?
get fucking sick.
Waco.
So I agree. Flyweight title fight, co-main event. Brandon Moreno versus Alexandre Pantoja. Going for the flyweight title fight. Pantoja beat Moreno twice in his career. Once in an unofficial fight on The Ultimate Fighter back in 2016, and then in an official fight in 2018. But it's been 5 years since then. Brandon Moreno is a completely different fighter. Everyone knows that. It's fucking obvious. The dude has been on a tear. He got cut from the UFC.
It's his turn.
Just like Izzy against Pereira. It's his fucking time. He's here to reign. He's here to bring the championship again back to Mexico. Reign another belt. Prove everyone wrong. All the Pantoja dick riders. Fucking that. Yeah, he beat him. He beat him twice. But that wasn't the same guy. We got a completely different guy. I got Brandon Moreno by submission. We're going to go 3rd round sub. Probably by rear naked choke.
I love it.
And then the main event of the evening. Do you want another lock? I'll give you another lock. I'll give you 2 locks tonight. Okay, we got Bobby Knuckles, first lock. Second lock, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And he's fighting Yair.
That's a big lock.
Rodriguez. But guess what? Look at these odds too on this. This blew my mind as well. Volkanovski is a minus 370 favorite. That's it. Minus, like, don't get me wrong.
I figured he would have went in like the minus 660s.
I was thinking like 550, maybe 500. You look. Don't get me wrong. Yair Rodriguez is a boss.
Yeah,
Yair
but
Rodriguez
I
is
figured
really
the
crafty,
stuff would have carried him over the 600s.
dude. I mean, Yair Rodriguez put on a great performance, but dude, Volk beat Islam in my opinion, and Volk is pound for pound #1 in the world right now.
Not a running back.
The only way Yair Rodriguez wins this fight is a crazy head kick. A crazy kick out of nowhere that Volkanovski doesn't see coming, almost something like we saw with Usman and Edwards. That's the only way I see Yair winning. If he wins, that's how he's going to win.
But Edwards did come back and fight the second fight.
He sure did. He sure did. I'm talking about this fight here. And
I know.
now.
I'm just saying.
The only way. Yep. You're right. You're right. I'm not taking anything away from Leon.
Don't worry. I thought it was an accident too. I thought Usman was about to fuck his world.
Dude. You know what's funny? I didn't even bet on that fight. I didn't throw it in a parlay or anything because I saw it and I was like, I'm staying away from this one. So just gonna watch. But this one, lock. Volkanovski. We got 2 locks. Bobby Knuckles, Robert Whitaker, and Alexander the Great Volkanovski. Both Whitaker's at minus 360, Volkanovski's at minus 370. You parlay that, dude, you're almost at even money. You're about like what, minus 200, maybe like minus 180. Come on now.
Throw a couple
and that's
speckles on that.
Fuck yeah. Dude, if I wasn't so poor, dude, I'd be throwing my fucking mortgage payment on that shit.
Fucking do it anyway.
Maybe I will. Fuck it. Let's risk it. Let's roll the dice.
Gotta risk it to get the biscuit, homie.
Go to a loan shark and pull out 100 grand.
That's a great, because I could pay him back right away as soon as I get my winnings.
You could.
So I don't have to worry about interest.
Amen.
Dude,